In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the headlight assemblies on this Honda Accord. Let's get started. Let's start at the top by removing this plastic cover that goes along the radiator support. It has 8 push clips. On these push clips, you pop out the center, you remove the rest, and then you pull the cover off. Set this aside. On the side of the bumper cover where it meets the fender, there's a Phillips head screw right through this opening. Remove it. Sometimes these get stuck in here, so you just peel the fender liner back and you can grab your screw. Do the same on the other side. And once you've done that, you should be able to pull the bumper cover off of the fender, just like that. Underneath, let's remove a bunch of push clips that hold the bumper cover onto all of the shields, including the fender liner here. So take a trim tool, pop out the center. A lot of times these get stuck, and remove the push clips. If any of these break, you're going to want to have new ones on hand to replace them with, so the bumper cover can be correctly secured once we're done. In the front, you'll see 2 rows of push clips. We need to remove the rear row, not the front one. That just holds this on. Just go along and do the rest of them. At this point, the bumper cover should be removed from everything underneath. Now everything is disconnected from the side of the bumper except for some clips here, so pull it away. Make sure those unclip. And then right above the headlight, there's going to be a little tab that you have to pry up on each side. That'll allow you to pull the whole bumper cover away. However, don't go too far because we have fog lights still attached. Right over here on this bracket, you'll see the fog light wiring harness if your vehicle has fog lights. So press on this tab, disconnect it, do the same on the other side, and then you can pull the bumper cover away. There are 3 10mm headed bolts holding on these headlights. One will be right at the front here on the radiator support. A lot of times these get quite rusty. Another one right on the fender. And another one right on top. And that was the last one. Remove it. Now pull the headlight out. Careful not to scratch up your fender. And if you flip it around, you'll see the wiring harness that attaches everything. First, let's disconnect it from right here. It's got a retainer that holds this harness in. So I'm just going to take a trim tool, push on the little tabs. You can pry it out. This gives us a little bit more slack in removing the bulbs, and you just start at one end, work your way towards the other. They're all going to have a little tab that you can push on. Move the connector around and pull them out. A lot of times these build up a lot of sand, which makes it difficult to remove, but wiggle it, get the sand out of there. We're left with the high beam and the marker light. There you go. Last one. And there's your headlight assembly. With the headlight flipped upside down, you can see the 2 bolts holding on the bracket that supports it onto the headlight itself. 10mm socket, remove both. Take the bolts out, take the bracket off. We'll be reusing this, and you can discard your old headlight. Take the new headlight and the bracket, line it up. With it lined up, start in the 2 bolts. And snug these up. Let's plug in all the bulbs again. Doesn't matter where you start, just get them all lined up. Make sure they all click to lock into place. And don't forget to clip in the harness in this retainer. Bring the headlight in. Make sure you don't scratch the fender or the new headlight. All right, and now we're gonna have to try to line everything up. It's got some pins that it'll line up with, and it will kind of just fall into place once it's there. Let's start in the mounting hardware. And that top one's lined up, that'll hold the headlight in place, so let's line up the other ones. Once they're all in, snug everything up. On the back side of the headlight, if you drop a long Phillips head screwdriver right here, you can adjust the beams up or down. Bring the bumper cover in. Plug in your fog light bulbs on both sides. And finish installing the bumper cover. Line it up with everything. Hook it over those 2 pins near the headlights. That'll hold it on. Make sure the clips here go right on this bracket underneath the headlight, the one that we had to transfer over. Tap it in. Do the same on the other side. Let's install the push clips on the bottom, line them all up, press them into place, and lock them in. And there are 2 more on this side that you also want to put back, just like on the other side where we started. Up in the corner where the bumper cover meets the fender, put back the Phillips head screws, 1 on each side. Snug them up. Do the same on the other side. install this shield at the top. You want to tuck it behind the bumper cover on this lip, but you want to put it below the safety latch on the hood release first, and then press it in. Make sure it fits and lines up. Press it down. And once it falls into place, install all 8 push clips to lock it in.
And there you have it. Job is done. Test out your headlights, make sure they work as they should, and don't forget to align them.
Now we're going to get the vehicle ready to aim the headlights. Start with the tire pressure, making sure all 4 tires are set at the appropriate pressure. Remove any excessive weight that's not normally in the vehicle. Find a wall that you can drive up to where the ground is level. Measure 25 feet away from that wall and mark the ground. Drive your vehicle up to that mark. With the headlights off, look for the center dot in the headlight lens. Measure from the ground to that center dot. You can use a ruler to help you out. Transferring that measurement to the wall, making a mark with some tape. On the driver's side, measure down 4 inches, putting another piece of tape. For the passenger side, you only need to measure down 2 inches. Now turning the headlights on, it is easier to do this at night or in a dark area. Locating your headlight adjuster and using a Phillips head screwdriver, turn your adjuster one way or another to bring the headlight up or down. Once the headlight is adjusted to the tape mark on the wall, move on to the next headlight. If you're confused because the beams seem to blend together, you can always have someone stand in front of the other headlight while you make your adjustments for that one. Now your headlights are aligned and you're all set to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.